Good morning, friends. Today we are reading Kippi and the Missing Matzah, a Sesame Street Pesach, and it's written by Louise Geicow and illustrated by Tom Brannan. Elmo was very excited. Spring was coming. His friend Kippi Ben Capote, Kippi the porcupine, was visiting from Israel. And Kippi was making a Seder for all of his friends on Sesame Street. As Elmo helped set the Seder table, he sniffed happily. He could smell some wonderful smells coming from the kitchen. They were making him very hungry. Elmo couldn't wait for the guests to arrive. Soon, the doorbell rang. When Elmo raced to open it, he found Big Bird standing there with Ben and Bert and Ernie. "Happy Pesach, Elmo," Big Bird said. "Happy Pesach, Kippi." "Happy Pesach," echoed Bert and Ernie. Then Prairie Dawn arrived with Cookie Monster. After them came Henry Monster with someone Elmo didn't know. "This is my friend Zelda," said Henry. "She didn't have a Seder to go to, so I brought her with me. Is that all right?" "Of course it is, Harry," said Kippi. "Everyone is welcome at a Seder. Come in." Everyone stood around and admired the beautifully set table. Then it was time for the Seder to start. "Why doesn't everyone sit down?" Kippi asked. So everyone did. "What is this blue book next to my plate, Kippi?" Big Bird asked. Everybody else had one too. "That's a Haggadah," Kippi explained. "It's the book that tells the story of Pesach." "What is Pesach anyway?" Harry wanted to know. "Pesach is a holiday that celebrates freedom," Kippi explained. "Many, many years ago, the Jewish people were slaves in Mitzrayim. The story of Pesach is about how they became free people. We tell that story every year at the Seder, and we sing songs and have a wonderful time." "What is a Seder?" Prairie Dawn asked. "It's the special meal that we eat on Passover," Kippi replied. "And all of these are Seder foods. The matzah, for instance, is what the Jewish people ate when they left Mitzrayim." "Which is the matzah?" Prairie Dawn looked confused. "It's right over there," Kippi said, looking at the table. Then he looked again. The plate that was supposed to hold the matzah was empty. "Elmo," Kippi said, "where's the matzah?" "Elmo doesn't know," said Elmo. "Big Bird, where's the matzah?" "Don't ask me," said Big Bird. "I'm not even sure what matzah is." "It's something you eat," Kippi said. "It's flat and crunchy and looks a little like a big cracker. Has anybody seen it?" Nobody had. "Elmo, did you put the matzah on the table?" Kippi asked. "No," said Elmo. "Did Kippi?" "No," said Kippi. "Maybe it's still in the kitchen." But it wasn't. "Elmo must have dropped the matzah on the way back from the store," Elmo said sadly. Then he brightened up. "Elmo will go find it." "I'll go with you, Elmo," said Kippi. "We'll go too," said Big Bird. "Maybe we can help." Outside, people hurried along Sesame Street. Some of them were heading to Seder's just like Kippi's. Old and young alike were gathering to celebrate the holiday. We'll go this way, Big Bird told Elmo and Kippi. You'll go that way. Somebody is sure to find the matzah. Good luck, said Kippi. Elmo and Kippi looked everywhere for the missing matzah, but it was nowhere to be found. What are we going to do? Asked Kippi worriedly. We can't have the Seder without matzah. Do you think maybe they found a clue? Just then, Elmo and Kippi heard a loud noise. Crunch. What is that? Kippi wondered. It sounds like it's coming from Oscar's can, Elmo said. Elmo knocked on the can. Oscar, he called. What? Came Oscar's voice from inside. Crunch. That's it, said Elmo. Our matzah. Oscar found it. Matzah, said Oscar, chewing on a piece. So that's what it is. Not bad. I bet it would be even better with some peanut butter and sardines. Blech. He bit off another piece. Crunch. Elmo needs it back, said Elmo. We can't have our Seder without matzah. But I'm hungry, said Oscar, and I like this matzah. Well then, said Kippi, I have an idea. Why don't you come to our Seder? There's lots of food there. Food? What kind of food? Oscar asked. Wait and see, said Kippi. I think you'll love it. So Elmo and Kippi took Oscar home with them. When they got to Elmo's house, everyone else was already back. Did you have any luck? Big Bird asked. Yes, Elmo said. We found the missing matzah. Yay! Everyone cheered. So where's the food? Oscar wanted to know. Here, Oscar, said Elmo, taking something off the Seder table. Try some of this. What is it? Oscar asked. Bitter herbs. Kippi said. What are bitter herbs? Oscar asked. A really yucky tasting vegetable, Elmo explained. Bitter herbs are supposed to remind us of how bad it is not to be free, Kippi added. Remember the marworm? Oscar opened his mouth. Be careful, Kippi warned. Then Oscar took a bite. First, his eyes began to water. Then he sneezed, not once, but 4 times. Powerful stuff, he gasped. These bitter herbs are all right. Here's something I think you'll like, Kippi said. It's a sandwich of bitter herbs and matzah. That's one of the things we eat on Pesach. Great idea, Oscar sniffed. The Seder was a great success. Everyone listened while Kippi told the story of Pesach, and then they all sang songs and ate the delicious dinner he had prepared. Later on, as part of the holiday tradition, Kippi hid a piece of matzah somewhere in Elmo's house. It was like a treasure hunt. Everybody had to look for it. And who do you suppose found the missing matzah this time? Oscar again. Matzah, bitter herbs, pretty tasty, he admitted. You know, Pesach is a grouch's kind of holiday. Hugs.